bot lane, you have that ultimate, you threaten it, you go, you just run your jungler down there, and then you transition into dragon control.
Woo! This is what I love to see, folks. See, hate it in solo queue, love it on the LEC stage. This is going to be a spicy game. We got new picks on the side of Fnatic, the Corki going to the bot lane, the Cassio going into the mid lane. And how do they decide to deal with it? They throw the Yasuo up against it. How devastating the grounded effect was. Mickey wanted to just get in and get out on that trade. Has the Conqueror, so extending trade isn't a bad thing, and it is going to make it over the wall. Kadril now pursuing Nemesis. Nemesis running for his life. The Conqueror is proc. Nemesis with a quick flash over. Kadril flashing to follow. Abscond of Duck. Where's it going to go? Tries to fade away, but he doesn't get it. Nemesis with the sidestep. Kadril with the bit of over.
To a save point, because Mickey's still running Ignite, and he wants to go for the all-in.
Kadril has to be careful, though. Hylissang is here as well. The chain CC starts to come in. Now Kadril. He pays the price for that one, cost him his life. And Hylissang, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't mention this to you because I wanted to be a surprise, but 2,500 assists, the most in.
So on this reset, because they killed Kadril, Broxah knows that he has time, while Kadril would have to respawn from his death timer and then walk back in, that he can start this dragon, especially with priority bot. Hilly in trouble, though.
Trying to heal.
He's going to inch out of it.
Bone plating. Yeah. Topside very much has to be careful here. Mystique and Jessica's gonna fish on a Reckless. This is going to be big. Reckless now balking up. That's a lot of damage. Jessica finding the kill. Hylissang just gonna dash out to nerfed in some way from the most recent patch. If it's not an execute, it does basically nothing. But if he does execute, he's gonna be making mad bank. And this might just be it. A lot of immediate damage coming in. Jessica, though, not afraid to fight back. Broxah now coming. The Colin coming out, but little does he know. Sonic Wave, resonating strike, and a quick kill for Broxah.
And that's the
keeping an eye on the backs. Reckless, of course, with no TP, and they are just immediately going to engage on Hylissang, though. One of those circumstances, but Broxah now going for a bit of a hero play here. Won't cost him too much to try for the contest, but will not be able to get it in time. Control ward burn, Dragon. But
at this point, we want to park the Corki into the mid lane, start funneling a lot of his farm, and expecting to be careful.
All for all traded, expecting.
Piloting him, they force Expect off the tower, and maybe a free kill?
Oh, Expect just... That was clean. Also in the mid lane, looks like Nemesis will be solo taking the blue buff. And the TP now coming topside. Hylissang and Whipple are going to be in trouble. Mystique just going to throw out the ultimate. The knockout comes through. The lockdown. More damage coming in, but Whipple still trying to make his way out. Broxah made to look for the disengage, but there's the kick coming in. It's stolen away. Kadril will not need to use it. Broxah now running, dashing out to safety. Will use the ward hop to make it out, and only a single kill for XL.
This is Fnatic just overreaching. They should have immediately backed.
Oh, we're trading plays, Rosker, and that's all it's going to be. It's the kick flash to Broxah. All too clean, but it's not going to matter. Jessica once again finds the outplay. His life will be forfeit in the end, but the 1-for-1. To see. Maybe Kadril's going to pitch for a play as well, but the knockback is there. Very easy to burst the Silas out at this point. They don't want to commit for anything else. The knockup immediately connects. Clean pickup. Mickey now can chase. The Conqueror has been blocked.
Here comes Nemesis.
Whippo trying to pitch for this play. Going to be pretty massive. Mickey not going to be able to grab it. The dash through. BEAUZ flash! He lands it! He goes through. Mickey's feeling himself. He might just find the outplay. The knockup goes through Mickey. I can't believe it. That was clean. Yasuo, EQ, flash to extend the range. Finds the knockup and finds the kill.
And Aurelia, and now you're seeing him flex on these Yasuo. And meanwhile, all of this time is spent that XL now get to roll this tower in and catch out Broxah.
Knock connects. Tries to find the blast. Corner will not even happen. Fnatic. Moving forward onto this wave, but Reckless more than enough in the kit to stop anything else from happening.
We just need to calm down a little bit.
I'm sorry, I saw a really sick Yasuo outplay and I'm just losing my mind. And Hylissang, ooh, clean hook, stun, follow-up. Kadril's gonna make it out safety. The Ignite burned, I think, a bit prematurely, but Nemesis is on the way down. Cassio ult not available quite yet, but can't ground his opponent. It's gonna make it a little bit more difficult to find a way. Mystique's now pulled back. Hylissang looking for that sweet, sweet money, and he's gonna find it.
More gold to go around, so if you think, did XL choose the right champion, taking away the Rakan when Hilly's Pike is still up and available? When you look at this instance, you're like, yeah, totally worth. But he's still cashing in as XL are getting caught out in this jungle.
And honestly, at this point, I was pretty convinced Mickey was going to win. And then
clean.
At this point, I was convinced Mickey is going to die. Let me see if he gets it. EQ. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't play Yasuo, you're just going to be like, that just seems like dumb Yasuo stuff to me. But if you do play Yasuo, that was sick. So, sorry, had to. 17 minutes in, it is 2 Infernal Drakes, but XL now pushing in for control over this cloud. Will get pulled back, though, so they can push for that as well. Grounded, Expect comes over the wall, big Aatrox in the midst of the team, that's in the zone, the rest of the members down. Expect staying full health, but locked up, but stunned down. The blast cone takes him into enemy territory, and he will be killed. Blippo will find that one. Hylissang now ready to re-engage. Broxah trying to fish, trying to find the opportunity. Stolen away Cassio, he goes in right back. They want to turn it, and that's massive damage, but it's just an absolute bloodbath here. XL are losing, Jessica is slowed, and that's going to cost him his life. The double kill for Blippo, the triple kill for Blippo. Champion like Aatrox, he locks his facing direction when he throws out the Darkened Blade. Mystique's though going to pitch for the play now, walking, tanking it up, but it's a pretty easy setup now for the last breath. Shut down onto Bwipo. Very clean tower dive. Mickey takes a lot of damage on the back end, but for now, Bwipo might actually be the one in trouble. Jesco though taking a lot of damage, not respecting the attempt for Gameplay to come through here and just find a kill. Bwipo will get one in the exchange, but that's going to be the stolen pike ult. Caver will find the refresh. Ult came out, he knew he was dead. Fully commits to the play. Does cost him his flash, which is less than ideal, but now big fight potential to break out. That is the package. Huge opportunity. The Gameplay ult is coming down. Mystique's is going to try to go back in and expect on the backside. The Yasuo there with the knock. They're trying to find the reset, but Yasuo is instantly deleted. He just cannot survive in the midst of all that damage. Jesco on the outside, he's just looking into this fight, watching his team be obliterated. A freeze frame. Caver contemplates his option and he knows death. The only thing left on the table, the reactivation on the Sonic Wave, but he get it. Mid-flank, Bruxton will go down. A clean play might just stop the Baron from again fishing the pike, an appropriate champion. Jespa needs to be careful, but as this Caedrel going to try to dash out to safety, the Corki ult stolen, buys a bit more time, manages to finish his Danyas, but is still going to go down. Jungler gone means Fnatic have priority on the Baron. Into the third stack of the Darkened Blade is still alive, but Mickey, not what he wanted, tries to throw the one while tries to buy a bit more time. Goes golden, but Hylissang goes down. Expect wants to disengage. Desperately, the ult goes back in. XL eventually taking the fight. The kick to disengage is beautiful. Prox buys a bit more time. Jesco fishing for the 1v1, but Papu will not let it happen. He may just be the sacrificial pirate to ensure that his team can make it out to safety, but Reckless will not leave a man behind, and they're turning the fight. Fnatic managed to do it. Jesco has to run for the hills.
Potential for the Wombo combo. It looks amazing as they try to turn, and then it's like, uh-oh, we didn't find the target. Too many of these champions do damage that even when we find one, there's still massive kill threat from the rest of the Fnatic members. Look at that damage!
And a clean kick to disengage, and I think just not respecting Bwipo at this point. He does have an IE. He does a ton of damage, and Jesco leaves. He's afraid to get one shot. Bwipo literally has the golden situation for himself. The pullback is there. Expect caught out for a bit of Fnatic putting him to the meat grinder. There is nothing left. Mystique now tries to run for the hills. Broxton goes in. Has to be careful though. Still a pretty squishy Lee Sin overall. Mickey going to try to find something. Goes for the kick back. He's next on the list. They're taking names. Jesco tries to get one back in return. Mickey, the hero moment, potential to turn this one around, but he can't get past the wind wall. Goes down. GA Prox. It's a brief moment, but he's already dead. The flash forward. Nemesis wants a little bit more. Mickey tries to find a way out, but Fnatic just destroying XL in these exchanges. Nemesis will grab one more. It's a free Baron for Fnatic.
And that's going to
Teamfights just consistently going in the favor of this Fnatic squad. And they grab the Baron going as well. It's going to be double Infernal for Fnatic as we take a look back at this pro view replay. The Cassio cleaning up the fight.
And Cassio, her ability to stick to you and chase you down, obviously, we haven't seen her in a hot minute in this meta, but it's exceptionally strong. Nemesis has done really good. I like his fadeaway ultimate in the back half of this fight. He doesn't tag Jesco with it, but he does get the slow. Excuse me, he doesn't tag the stun with it, but he does get the slow.
And just a lot of foresight. Very often people get tunneled in.
Maintain pressure. There's never a moment that they're wasting with this Baron.
Coming in, Jesco incredibly low already. Beautiful Cassio step will stop the engagement in its tracks. Jesco though too low to make it into the fight. Bwipo just shredding through the XL lineup.
But with Caedrel backing, I think they're just going to sack it. I think they're going to wait for Fnatic to march in with Baron.
Oh, Caedrel though doesn't look like he's going to get the chance to wait. This is going to be it. The Baron's down. Caedrel's dead. There is no way XL win this game. Fnatic taking the victory lap as they walk into the base. XL maybe through a miracle, out executing or a mistake from Fnatic, they could find this, but it is not looking likely.
Oh no, he hooked the wall.
Dashes in and out from Mickey. Looks cool, but will not amount to much. Now pinned to the corner, tries to use Broxa as an escape. Jesco leaps forward onto Reckless, tries to get something back. Reckless now unstoppable. The rest of the fight kicks off. Nemesis going for the 2v1 in the midst of everything. Zoning expect out. That's it. Fnatic moving in with confidence. An absolutely dominant game for the team. A bit rocky in the early game, no doubt, but absolute control in the mid to late game. XL did not stand a chance, and even their fountain may not be enough to save them. Fnatic take the win.
Just a couple of missteps from Fnatic into the mid-game. Again, we're talking about that fine-tuning coming into the playoffs. Felt like it got a bit scattered when we were playing around the top side of the map for that top tower, but the big beneficiary of that was Bwipo. He had 2 levels over his opponent at some case. He had massive amounts of gold. One of the most expensive builds into the game, and once Bwipo was ready, it was kind of lights out for XL. They were able to walk into any team fight with Corki and Gangplank, blow everyone up. Nemesis made sure that there was going to be no threat to the backline, because if you dove in, you're diving into the Cassiopeia.
And honestly, there just was not a single champion you could ignore on the side of Fnatic in a fight. Not a champion you could gloss over. The potential for resets from the Pyke, for engages from the Lee Sin, and as you mentioned, the raw damage output of a hilariously fed Gangplank, a Cassio, and a Corki. Overall, hugely dominant performance from Fnatic, and while they did struggle in the previous weeks, it appears that they are ready to fight. You saw their upcoming schedule: Vitality, Splice, Rogue, the last 3 games standing in front of